Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. It is a sit down video. I haven't done one. I can't actually remember when the last time I actually did a sit down video. I thought I'd go through all the books that I've recently read because there's been a lot, if I can remember them, honestly, because some of them I really cannot remember reading. Since I last did a video for this one, I'll put that wherever so you can watch that if you want to. I read, how many physical? I think 4 physical books, and then most were actually on my my Kindle, and I've actually got 5% left in this book, so technically it's also done, so we're adding that to the list as well. But anyway, if you're new here, hi, I'm Charlie, and welcome back to welcome to my channel. And I thought we could get straight in, try and get it out as quick as possible of everything that I've recently read. And yeah, I'm also going on my Goodreads so I remember what I gave the star, I gave it 5 stars at the same time. But yeah, and also currently I'm reading, I've got 5% left as I mentioned, for Kerry Wilkinson's book, The Child in the Photo. And then I'm actually also listening to the audiobook How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates by Charli Thompson. So I'm actually in the process of listening to that. I think I'm only 2% in on the audiobook. But anyway, let's get into all of the recent reads that I've recently read. I will try and go through order, the order of what I read them in. I can't remember what I last talked about in my last book of what I read, but I think I was in the process of wanting to read a particular. But anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping and we're gonna get into all of my recent reads. I think the last book that I was actually in the process of finishing when I was doing the last video, and I had I was only a certain amount in, but the last book, or my whatever series book I up first in, I can't even speak, I'm sorry, I can't even speak. Continuing on from that video, the recent read that I read was, I finished it in February, and it is Kelly Hart's Brimstone. So it's the second book of the Fae and Alchemy series. The first book's Quicksilver. I quite liked Quicksilver. This book I gave 3 stars out of 5. I liked it. I really started liking it towards the end though. I don't know, I just got a bit more exciting. I really love the side character Carrion? Is that his name? I don't know, but he's got sass, and I feel like him, Riddick, and maybe Cassian, actually yes, Cassian, would all be besties for some reason. I don't know, they just give the same personality, especially Riddick from Fourth Wing gives the same personality as Carrion here with the sarcastic vibes. I think I got a bit annoyed at the main character, the girl. What's her name? Ceres? Is that her name? Why am I thinking it's Ceres? Is it Ceres? Cyrus? I don't even know how to say her name. Honestly, when it comes to fantasy reads, fantasy books, I don't know how to pronounce half the names. I just give them a random word jumble thing in my head. But other than that, it was alright. I liked the ending a lot more. It was a lot more exciting. Obviously, a little bit more info into it. There were times I was a bit confused. And obviously, it's such a thick book. I don't think I've read that thick of a book. It's not since, I'm looking at my books that I've got on my shelf. Iron Flame or Onyx Storm? But yeah, I gave that a 3 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was on my Kindle, and it is Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. I think that's it. And it's basically about, it's like a dystopian novel, and the vibes that it gives me is more adult version of Divergent series. So there's different how do I explain it? Basically there's the main girl, Shade. She's a bounty hunter, and she basically gets a job to kill the government, or I don't know, the guy who runs the town or the city or whatnot. Basically, she gets told to put on the mission to kill him. Something goes wrong, and then basically they're forced to live it with each other. So yeah, it was actually very good. I liked it that there was different points of views. There wasn't just the main 2 characters, the main 2 main characters, which was, why do I feel like his name's Grayson? Is it Grayson? Grayson and Shade. There was 2 other characters in it, and I really loved them. The ending was I just didn't want to go, but it was good. I really did enjoy that. I don't know what I gave it. I have my reading journal somewhere and I don't know where I put it, but I can't remember what the rating I gave because apparently I didn't rate the book at all on Goodreads. But yeah. But if you're looking for more of a dystopian novel, because I don't think I've read a proper dystopian novel, not since Hunger Games Divergent series, definitely give Daggermouth a go. It's very good. It's the first book into the series. I believe there's going to be more, which there needs to be because it left on a very big cliffhanger. But yeah, okay. So Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. That was really pretty good. I enjoyed it. The next book I read was actually was a physical book, and this has been on my to be read list, and it is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber, or Garber or Gerber? Yeah, Garber. And honestly, I gave it kind of like a 3-star. Like I enjoyed it, but I was a bit confused. I was a bit unsure, and then there was so much happening, like, because it was also world building with like there's like a magic system in this series, and how can I describe it? Basically, this girl's given like a short time to live before I think she dies or something. I don't know. Why can't I remember it? I'm looking. There's definitely like an old Hollywood style setting in this series as well, which I did really enjoy reading. The magic system was good. There was 2 kind of love interests, and honestly, they both kind of sucked because it was like a love interest, but it wasn't a love interest. I don't even know. But there were good moments, but then there were moments where it was like very, like, can you see it was very much not a memorable book because I cannot remember for the life of me of what it really was about, apart from Hollywood setting, magic system, a girl with only a short time to live to figure out to find a something. But yeah, okay, it was good, but it wasn't good, but I don't think I'd pick it up again. Okay, that's my honest opinion. The next book I read, and I've been seeing this everywhere, and it's actually been on my TBR for ages, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up. My friend, she told me every time we would walk into like the bookshop and like we saw it, she's like, oh, it would make you cry, you would not like it. Like, not in a way of like, you shouldn't read this. It was more like, if you read it, you will cry. And it's The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Yarros? Yeah, I cannot pronounce people's names. I am so sorry. Can I be honest? I didn't cry as much as I thought I would. Like, I got teary and I got really sad, but I didn't get like weepy. That makes me sound so heartless. It makes me sound really, really heartless, but I just think I got so devastated by everything that just happened in this book that it was like one tragedy after another, and I didn't have time to process the things that were happening whilst there was also bad things happening. But I did really, really like the main male character. I loved him. What's his name? Beckett. I loved him. The main girl character, Ella. Is that her name? I think so. Girl, she needs like intensive therapy. That's all I gotta say for her. She really needs therapy. Oh my god. And there was a dog in this, and I was really, really scared that the dog was gonna die. And the only spoiler that I can give you is that the dog does not die in this book, which I'm happy about, because if it was a dog that died, I would definitely burst into tears and cry. I don't know, anything to do with animals dying in books, movies, TV shows, I will be crying for days. Again, that sounds like I'm a really heartless human who doesn't care about other people's emotions, but honestly, dogs are better than humans, let me tell you. But I gave this a, what did I give it? I gave it a 4-star, okay? I gave it a 4-star. I enjoyed it, I loved it. It was a good read, a good like kind of mood read. Yeah. The next book I read was on my Kindle, and it was my first Alice Feeney book, and it's Rock, Paper, Scissors. I picked it up not really expecting much, but I very much actually ended up enjoying it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 star. Basically, it is about, it's a thriller book, and it's about this couple, this married couple, and they kind of like win this getaway, and so they go, and like their relationship isn't great at the moment, or it hasn't been. There's like, that's why like the girl wants to like get away, just kind of like heal it. The thing is, both of the characters, so both of the husband and the wife, they're both like got secrets. And what's also twisty is that the husband, he cannot see people's faces. So he can't see people's faces. He doesn't like, I can't remember what it's called. If I figure out what the word is called, of like when you can't like recognize and identify people's faces or you can't see them, he has that. But like he knows his wife. He can recognize her voice. They go to this like little churchy cabin type of thing. And there's a lot of weird, freaky things that are happening at the same time that they're there. Honestly, it kept me reading. Okay, I really did enjoy this book. There's also a dog in it. I cannot remember what happened to the dog. I think he survived. The next book I read was First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. I actually enjoyed this. I really, really enjoyed it. Again, this was my first Ashley Elston book. I honestly gave it a 4 out of 5 star. I was intrigued the whole time. Basically, what's it about? Okay, this girl, the main girl, she meets, what is it? She basically gets sent, or like she sees someone with her old, How do I explain whatever is happening in this book without spoiling it? Basically, it's kind of like a thriller, but like there wasn't any like overly scary things like that kept me like going, ooh, ah. It was more kind of like a, how do I describe it? The best way I can describe it is she's not who she is to people around her. How do I describe it? Honestly, I cannot describe how to describe this book. Future Charli, if you can figure out how I can describe it, jump in and save me, please. The next book I read, and it is called I Know Who You Are. This book really did mess me up, especially the ending. I was not expecting the ending. Like I knew something crazy was gonna happen, but I didn't expect the ending of this book at all. And it kind of like grossed me out and made me uncomfortable because of it. And if you've read this book, you know what I'm saying. But basically this, the main character is about an actress, and she is married and her husband ends up going missing. And it's just like all this like figuring out what's going on, where her husband is. And she can't necessarily remember. She's also got like, how do I get, her upbringing as well is like really messed up too. And there's a lot of like flashbacks to her when she was younger and like the things that happened to her and how she was brought up as well. It's very interesting, very intriguing. The ending though is the part that I remember the most because of just in my mind, I'm like, what the actual heck? Why did I have to read that part? Why? And I don't want to go any further. But other than that, it was a very good book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And it is Anatomy of an Alibi. I enjoyed it. I thought I was going to enjoy it a lot more. I still gave it a 4 out of 5 star, but I thought I would enjoy it a lot more because I saw so many people like rave about this book, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good read. I don't think it was like my favorite, but I did enjoy it. But basically, I'm gonna read you the blurb. You gave her an alibi. Now you're the prime suspect. Camille Bayliss suspects her husband Ben hides a dark secret, but as he tracks her every move, she cannot prove it. Aubrey Price believes lawyer Ben Bayliss knows the truth about the night that wrecked her life a decade ago, but she needs a way in. When Camille and Aubrey meet, they hatch a plan. For 12 hours, Aubrey will take Camille's place and Ben will track the wrong woman. Camille can spy on Ben and both women can get their answers. Except the next morning, Ben is found murdered. 2 women need an airtight alibi, but only one of them has it. And one false step is all it takes for everything to come undone. You won't. So basically, I really did love the dual point of views. There was actually quite a few different point of views as well that I really liked and enjoyed. There was a lot of like also some flashbacks. It's a very there's a sketchy family in here as well. It's honestly, I can't really remember a lot. This is why I need to write down all my stuff and my thoughts and everything when it comes down to writing about these, because I tend to forget. But other than that, it was a great read. The ending though, I feel like it was very much left like wondering, is this gonna continue or is this gonna, like what's gonna happen, if that makes any sense. But other than that, I actually did end up liking all of the characters, like the main characters, the Camille, Aubrey, as well as, what's his name? Hank. I did enjoy Hank as well. He was great to read as well. Just also to get like an outside perspective as well. But other than that, I did enjoy it. The next book I read was a Kerry Wilkinson book, and it's The Tapes. And I gave it a 3 out of 5 star. Basically, it's about this girl, or this woman, her dad dies, and so she's gone through all of her dad's things, cleaning out his garage, his house, and she finds some tapes that were actually recorded from her mum, and her mum actually disappeared like 10 or so years beforehand. And when the main woman, what's her name? What is her name? Eve. When Eve listens to the tape, her mum basically says, if I'm missing or something, it's not because I'm missing, it's because I'm being murdered. And so she listens to the tapes, and over time she like tries to piece everything, like all of it together. She goes like on a little mission to figure out what's going on. At times she thinks maybe it's her dad, and then there's also like a story within the story that's really interesting because there's also like a serial killer also. Yeah, so I gave that a 3 out of 5 star. And then the next book I recently read, which I've got like 5%. So technically by the time this uploads, I will have finished it, but I already know my rating for this. And it is The Child in the Photo by Kerry Wilkinson. This book, I'm giving it like a 3 star out of 5. There were moments where like I didn't enjoy it, but basically this girl, she gets a letter in the mail basically saying, or like she has like, there's like a photograph of this baby who was stolen from a car, and basically talks about the girl who opens the letter, so the main character, which is her name is, and she opens it and then she like suspects, oh my god, this is me as a baby, because she's got the same deformed ear the baby did. And so she goes on like this mission, or like this little thing going like, what's going on? And turns out, yeah, she is the kid in the photo. Spoiler alert, but I mean, we all knew. And it's just like a big rabbit hole that's going on, because honestly, as I'm reading it, I do get like enjoy it, like I enjoy some parts, but then there are moments where I'm like, why is this in the story? Doesn't really make any sense. But other than that, I did enjoy this book. And yeah, was it my favorite? Will I remember it? Probably not. Honestly, that's majority of the books I read. I either remember every detail or I don't remember any. But other than that, those are my recent reads. Yeah. Oh my god, all these books. I will definitely do another recent reads probably in like a couple months as well, and I will go through all the books I read. I am gonna promise to myself to actually write down all of my recent reads, like actually handwrite them, of like my thoughts and like what it's about as I'm reading about them, only because I tend to forget literally everything. And I think it would be also good to like go back and like look at when I'm going through my phone, not my phone, through my books, like just to like remember. But other than that, yeah, those are my recent reads. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, please like and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. But other than that, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys all have a fabulous day wherever you are in the world. Let me know if you've read any of these books or give me book recommendations. I'm very much in my thriller mystery vibes at the moment, and I'm been loving it. But other than that, I am going to shut yapping up and I am going to go on about my day, and thanks for watching. I will see you in another video whenever that shall be.